Okay. Let's see here. Do I have everything running? I think so. That's looking good. I just gotta wait for these to condense. Come on, Ed. Stop being a butt. There we go. And there we are. So, good morning. Thank you very much for joining me, as always. We are currently running the pre-roll. As you can see, hopefully, I have a fancy new transition screen, which should be significantly clearer as to when the pre-roll is going on and when the game starts, at least as long as I remember to disable it after. If this is your first time watching, then you'll know that this is a little pre-roll ad that I do just to fill out the time between getting the initial 3 minutes of ads out of the way, so there's no pre-roll ads on Twitch. So if you're not interested in this, you can go ahead and skip another 2 minutes and 10 seconds through the video, and you'll be right at the start. So, yeah. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, so if you're hearing this, you're probably watching the video either on YouTube or on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, I would very much appreciate a follow if you like this type of long-form content where it's just rewatching the stream should you have missed it. If you're watching on Twitch, I hope you hit the follow button and you can come and enjoy gaming with me live. If you want to do either of those things but you're not getting notifications, you can join the Discord. There's a link in both bios, and the Discord is a pretty cool place. We have excellent people that come to hang out and spend time there. We can chat, we swap memes, we just generally have a good time. And more important than that, you can also get notifications of when I go live on Twitch and when I post a new video to YouTube. So if those systems ever fail, you can always get the backup if you've missed something. Let's see. Oh, in addition to those things, there are polls going on Discord. I run a lot of those for what our next game should be. You can see a full list of my Steam games available for if there's something you want me to prioritize in the list. Also, there are benchmarks for when I hit the next scary game. I absolutely hate horror, but there are options available for once we hit certain average viewership landmarks, and you can see what those landmarks are as well as track the progress. I post after every stream what the current numbers are, unless I've forgotten, in which case you can just ask me and I'll update it. And eventually I will have to face my fears. Oh, there's also polls for what our goals should be with sub and bit donations. So if you want to help out with that, go ahead and join, give your opinion. That being said, the pre-roll is now over. Thank you very much for sitting through that. And hello to everyone else that's here. Thank you for joining me as always. I appreciate you being here. We're going to be back to Forager for a little bit today. Hopefully I did remember to disable that. I think so. Yes. Okay, good. So we are going to be aiming for a couple of things today. We're waiting for the last of this royal steel to get made so that I can finally build a factory. And once the factory is made, we can look into actually getting some mining rods, which will be a huge boon. On top of that, if I can, I'd like to get one last... what are they called? The fireflies. Because if I get another firefly, I can actually upgrade my pick, which will be huge. I need a couple more bottles, actually. Craft There we go. Where are we with this royal steel? I'm not sure. Either way, first up, I want to build a little more space over here, because I would like to put the factory, I think, in this section. That'll be nice and easy. I'm pretty sure I need to get an oil rig up too, but I need another 5 gems for that. So we're going to keep trying to get those gems. Thankfully, we did get the quarry up last episode, which means that we have a much heavier or a much steadier supply of gems, which is excellent. It's something I desperately need. Come on, little bug. I'm not super up to date on the actual rules of engagement for this game, so I don't know spawning areas or ways I can get things if they just don't want to show up. But I do need one more bottled torch bug, and I'm not sure where or how I can get him. I have seen them just kind of generally spawn in this area though, so hopefully I'll be able to find that again. Right, I got all my royal steel. Let's see about making that factory. Here we go. Let's build you right there. And I need plastic. Which, yes, of course, I need bottled oil. And royal clothing for some reason. All of this is just to make a few of these mining rods. Those are kind of the final goal for today. Because I need electronics. And how do I make electronics? Was that not it? There we go. Oh, it's obsidian and crystal and royal steel. Okay. So if we're lucky, we'll be able to find some of the torch bugs on sale if we can't find them just floating around. But I think they only float around at night, so we're going to have to just start mining things. And unfortunately, we have to mine them with this very crappy pickaxe for now. But at least these rocks give a crap ton of XP, which is really nice. Because XP is something we will always be in need of. Crystals. Especially since I accidentally sacrificed a heart for some extra damage, which I did not mean to do. But as we were going through that last dungeon, I just kind of pressed the button by accident and couldn't back out. Where do I get the obsidian is the question. Is this obsidian? I'm not sure. This kind of just looks like a giant cool rock. We'll see. Oh no, I got obsidian. Excellent. Okay. That is super helpful. Because I think... Oh, and a bug. Good, good, good. Excellent. That means we can finally make our slime pickaxe. And once that's done, we can start making other things. So electronics, I need 2 more royal steel. And I think I'm short on gems for the royal steel. No, I have enough gems. I just need steel. Cool. Easy peasy. I am desperately going to need some more storage, and therefore some more space to set up storage. Also, I think I'll need... what else was I going to say? Some ballistas, because I'll have to start protecting my storage from monsters at night. There we go. Electronics. Oh yeah, right. Royal steel. We're going to set this up to do just 1 of each for now, because that will half the crafting time needed. And then I think that should be the mining rod. Yeah, just 2 electronics. Okay. Yep, I have everything except the electronics. Extra damage on the pick. Hooray. What's it take for this? Oh, bottled beetles. I think I get these from the desert. So I'll have to kind of expand out that way for it. And what will it take for the sword? Skull sword. I need more great skulls. Okay. I should probably look into continuing out that way too. Like, I have that dungeon next to me that I should really finish. Just part of it is I need to upgrade my inventory space because I run out really quickly in there. And I need more food. Because keeping my energy up at this level is really tough. So let's see about the bag first. Medium backpack, bottled torch bugs, okay. Glass and topaz. Well, the glass I should be able to make pretty easily once I get these royal steel done. What am I getting overfilled with here? Jelly. Wood. Wood I should definitely start switching out into here. Because I do not need to carry that with me. I'll get lots of them. We'll consider that just a natural resource. It can go in here. And probably this as well. So we'll get this out. I want the... I'd like the steel to go in there, this blue metal. But I'm also just constantly grinding it. Once we get the mining rod up, it will be a little bit easier to keep track of. Because it'll just constantly be bringing some in. Just until then, it's still going to be a little bit slow. And let's start grinding this up. It is going to take forever. Actually, how many electronics do I need for that rod? That's a good question. 2 of them. Okay. So I'll need to make 2 more royal steel. Ooh, that's going to be a long time. Okay. I thought there was a way to automate these fish traps too. Sadly, I don't know that there is. So we're going to craft as many fish as we can. It'd be really nice if I could get everything out here to keep rolling as well. Because when I go inside the dungeon, all of these machines just stop, which is less fun for me. And I'm going to have to get some topaz, because I am apparently out of that as well. Got one. Oops. Emerald. Topaz, good. So with that, I should be able to make the other 2 royal steel that I need. Excellent. Okay. That's going to be crafting for a while. How's my inventory doing? Oh, I should leave the coal behind as well. I don't need to bring that with me. There we go. Okay. That should be good enough. Let's spend these skill points. Or this skill point, I should say. Industrial structures work 25% faster. Where is... I guess what am I looking at next is the question. Cauldrons, banking, boots and gloves. I should probably look into these too. I think these will have a good effect. Let's go have a look at them before we start moving on to anything else. I guess here, slime boots, move speed, that's good. And slime gloves, I need more flowers. Okay, well let's start there. That's nice and easy. And I don't really want to do those. Shoots arrows, hold down attack to draw, and release to shoot. I mean, that's easy. Probably be helpful too. You know what? Sure, why not? Because I want to go back into that dungeon, but I may as well be as prepared as I possibly can. Let's get another one of these going. The forge. Because I am tired of having only one. I need arrows. And let's go make like a whole bunch. Not that many. Didn't there used to be a way to do this in larger numbers? I guess not. So let's make like 50, I guess would be a good place to start. Good, good. Got some boots. I don't know how I would feel about wearing slime boots, but you know. Flowers. Let's see if I can grab some flowers here. It's one. Oops. 2, 3, I gotta build a little bridge over there. Not buy land, build. Where are we going? Bridge, there we go. What's this, a rock? Sorry, Mr. Chicken, didn't mean to kill you. And what else do we have here? I could make this, that'd be helpful. Let's make a couple more thread. Gonna need a lot more thread actually. Let's make 15, sure. That'll work. And I'm still just waiting for more arrows to be made. Let's grab some more flowers as I can. What did it need for the next tier of pickaxe? Right, the bottled beetles. Okay. The one thing I certainly do appreciate about this is the fact that you don't really have to go anywhere for most of the things that you can do. I mean, if it wasn't for the quarry, I would have had to go exploring for the obsidian, but that's still not the worst thing. The fact that you could even get the quarry to make it here is much nicer. I like that. It's helpful. Amethyst, let's put this in here. And what else do we have? I guess we'll put the obsidian in here for now. As well as the... I guess let's go crystals and iron ore. I do need to organize things a lot better, but I can only do what I can do for now. And I think that's probably good enough to finish off this dungeon. So we're going to go in. This skull maze. I don't think any of the treasure chests in here refreshed. But I also don't know if this is even the same dungeon. I'm not sure if it will randomize every time I come in or not. So we're just going to have a quick look around for if there's anything I missed. Yeah, another treasure chest here. Good, good. I do have a lot of arrows now. That's excellent. If I can remember to use them. It's not bad. It's a little slow firing. There are a surprising number of games that I play that I like the combat of, but I'm absolutely dog water at. So for example, I've talked about Grounded a few times, and the combat in the first Grounded is so difficult for me. Like trying to manage my stamina with the different weapon types that you have to examine someone to... We have to examine the enemies to learn. And then the enemies seem to have limitless stamina. And they'll just ignore all of your base defenses to try and get at you. There's so many weird, difficult things that seem like they weren't really thought out as far as the combat was concerned. That it's difficult to function with that. Let's get rid of this bot. There we go. How do I close this? I don't know how to close this. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. We're going to continue up here. Anyway, point being, I'm no good at that combat. And I don't think I'm much better at the combat in this game. It's still fun, it's just, you know, difficult. And I don't think I can go use that sacrifice chest again. I'm actually hoping I can't, but I am kind of curious if I can. So we're gonna see and hope I'm wrong. Or hope I'm right and that I can't use it again. If I get there. I'm not 100% sure how. Also, I should look into upgrading this sword, which just needs a bunch of steel and some great skulls. And I have 2 great skulls, but I need a couple more. Oh, here's one. Last time I got too close, this thing one-shotted me, so I'm just being a little more cautious. And then there's another one down there. Good. Did I get 2 skulls? Oh, I have 4 skulls. Nice. Okay. That is excellent. And I don't know how to get down there anymore, so we're probably going to ignore the sacrifice chest. Maybe it's not even a chest. It could be an altar. An altar would make sense. Oh, this one. Crap, I can't use it again. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, I can just use it many times. Oh, that's not good, to be honest. I'm going to be struggling a lot now. That was not my best idea. Okay. Let's get extra damage. Yay. What a good idea. Except until it's not. It looks like there's 2 of these big blue chests in here, though. I'm going to hope there's an option to get a heart from each of them. I'm not really sure what's in there anymore. It's been a very long time since I played this game. And at that, I just don't think I played it for all that long. At the time, you could still do the exploit where you could just set up a whole bunch of towers, the lighthouses, and then dig in the ground for a crap ton of resources. So you could get basically infinite gold ridiculously quickly. Gold and XP. So I'm still trying to do everything the right way here. What's this? Necro rod. Okay. Well, didn't really need that. And I think, unfortunately, there are boss fights in this dungeon as well. Like, I think there is a final boss. So that's going to be hard to beat with 1 heart, not remembering anything about it. I should go kill those. I think this is where I actually died last time. No! How did you reach me? Ugh. I was so far away, man. That's unfair. Oh, well. That is life, unfortunately. Sometimes things happen. And all you can do is roll with the punches. I do still need to finish this, though, so... I know better than to go all the way down now. Or to go looking for that altar. I just need to find my way to the end and hope I don't get crushed by the giant skeletons again. The great skeletons, I guess they're called. Honestly, they're probably good at best. Kill an enemy with a single arrow shot. Cool. Now, not down there. I was not paying a great amount of attention to how I need to get through here. Or how I got through here the first time, I should say. So I'm not 100% sure how to get back. We're still stumbling blind. I don't think it was up there. Was it up here? If I go down... This may have been the way I came. I think it was. I haven't been lighting these up, but I'm pretty sure this is the way I came. So we're going to start lighting these up again. It will be important to not get lost. Hiya, Connor. Welcome back. How you doing this morning, my friend? Thank you for joining, as always. I'm getting by. Thank you for asking. I spent some time this morning and made, not a great one, but I did make a little pre-roll ad video for the channel. So that during that initial 3 minutes where I'm just hanging out and chatting to kill the ad time, it's much clearer that the gameplay isn't rolling. People can find the start point of the video easier. That took a while. I'm still using all the free programs like open source video. And it's nice that it's free, but it's not very intuitive. I used to use Adobe After Effects, but again, Adobe products are kind of lame now with their stupid terms of service. But yeah, that was most of my morning. I take it you're just waking up still? Since you did say you are groggy. Come on, get... Honestly, I kind of regret not getting a coffee this morning. But I can get one a little bit later. I don't know if you... I mean, probably not, because you were there for while I was doing it. You know, I do have the ability to go up and make an espresso. But, oh yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm going to have to do something that I didn't imagine I would have to later, which is to actually take notes for Golden Idol. because I am having too much of a difficulty getting all of the schedules in order for when things happened on that puzzle we were working on yesterday. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, and I think the only way I can reasonably do that is with the notes. I have to actually take notes. I had been doing so well without it, but schedules are something frustrating to put together. And I know I have all the information, that puzzle is being such a pain. So after resting on it, that was the conclusion I came to. Of I need to figure out where stuff is. I could do it with one time period, but with 3, things start getting jumbled. Anyway, any plans for the day, my friend? Doing anything fun and exciting? I'm assuming work for a good while here. Yep. Do you work an average day, or do you have, like, long hours? Yeah, I understand. Well, let me tell you, I really appreciate that you spend some of that hard-earned money on me. I don't want you to ever think it's a necessity. I just appreciate that you do. And I wanted you to know that. Because I see after the fact sometimes when you've sent bits for, like, gigantifying emotes and things, and I just don't have the stream set up to let me know when that's happened very well. So I see them after the fact, and I do appreciate you. Just letting you know. Terrible boss and employee at the same time. Nice. Actually, I knew a guy that also did not freelance work, but he owned the company that he worked for. So he said, man, all I could do was tell the boss to go F himself today. As he screwed something up. And that made me giggle. Alright, this is what I need to use. Damage, health. I need the health. There we go. I accidentally sacrificed too much health in my experiments, so I need to get more of that. And I should be able to make the skull sword now. So 15 steel. I think more specifically in that occasion where he told me, he said he told the boss to go F himself, and then he reminded me after I said that he was brave, he reminded me that he is the boss. I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. Because I think many of us have times we would love to tell the boss to go F himself. Unfortunately, we have to make better decisions with our lives. And I think in your case, being a freelancer is a pretty damn good decision for you. Although, while I say that, that's fair. That is fair. I was actually going to say, while I say that, I'm realizing how much work even just being a streamer is. Like, I take my hour-long break in between this stream and the next one, but through most of that, I'm actually still working on stuff. Like, I'm trying to get emotes done or working on videos or whatever. I go make lunch, and by the time all is said and done, I've had like 5 minutes to actually rest. It's absolutely not as stressful a job as some people make it out to be, but it is more work than I thought it would be. So sometimes freelancing can be surprising. I'll put it that way. Yeah, eventually I'll be able to settle in. I know that a lot of the work is just front-loading effort. Probably. I think it will even out once I've managed to front-load some of the effort. Like, honestly. As soon as I get all of the... things taken care of, right? Like the emotes and the channel rewards and all that stuff. Like, once I maxed out, I won't have to put that effort in anymore, which will cut a huge chunk of time out of it. And then the only things I'll really need to spend time on are thumbnails, and even those don't take too long. I make one template and then just update the number every time. That, and I guess setting up the YouTube videos is kind of a pain too. The worst part is honestly just trying to figure out what tags to use and what to put in the description. That's always kind of fun to think of. And by fun, I mean a pain in the ass. It's always a pain in the ass to think of. The tags are the worst because it's like, what's going to bring people in here without making them think, God damn, why did you put so many tags? Because I see that sometimes where at the bottom of videos people will have like 300 individual hashtags. And it's like, dude, I know you want your video to be seen, but some of these are so irrelevant. Dude or dudette, I don't judge. Let's see, we should be able to buy new land here. I think. Yeah, let's buy this one. Either way, I'm not complaining about that. I'm just talking about the experience of doing it. I greatly appreciate how much you support me in my endeavors. I am still, unfortunately, like 1 follower off according to the achievement page from getting the VIP status, but I do fully intend to give that to you if I can as soon as I get it. Just because I think if anyone deserves that extra recognition, it is you. You have been a huge supporter, and I really appreciate having you around. Oh, I know. I don't think you're here for the accolades, but as something small that I can do for you, I want to do that for you. It's like buying pizza for your friends when they help you move. You're not paying them for the work, but you're showing appreciation for the effort they put in. And I appreciate the effort that you put in to be here. I know it gives you something to listen to and to do while you're working, but it is nice. And you kind of have a special spot as the first person to have ever filled this role. That's true. That's true. The dress code's gonna slip to nothing. I don't know why. I have no idea what you look like, but all of a sudden I just got a picture of you running down the hallway naked, covering up your junk with a slice of pizza going, "Wow! Casual Fridays!" Yeah. Come on. This is the last electronic that I need to get this stupid mining rod set up. I should also make some glass too. Now that I think about it. Craft the max. I do not have a lot of sand, my goodness. And I can make the skull sword. There we go. Do I actually have enough to build the mining rod? That's a good question. I do. Excellent. Okay. Just once this is done. Although I've forgotten what the actual other things are. Not farming. Industrial. Just bricks. Okay. I got lots of bricks. We're good. Come on. Hurry, 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 hurry. I think ballistas should be in here too, as far as ballistics. There we go. That'll be the next one I unlock because I need some defenses for my stuff. Should probably make a key too. Oh, I can buy spirit orbs. Okay, I need to get those like now. Hopefully. I gotta sell like everything. 1.1k. Good, 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 good. Okay, that's huge. I can get that health back now. Use health. What a good find. And now I am not so freaking squishy. And mining rod. Where can I put you? Like, I need a good spot. Here we'll cover most of it. Yeah. If I can put it here. I don't want it there, that's too narrow. Let's work my way up a little bit. I think maybe here would be a good idea. Because that way it will focus exclusively on minerals and things. Didn't I get the boost to damage as well? I thought I had. Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, no big deal. That will just keep working now, and that's huge. Do I have any other gems that need to go up here? I think I might put this in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amethyst, topaz, emerald, ruby. So 4 gems and coal. I guess I'll put the coal in there instead, just to keep an eye on it. I don't think I'll really need to worry too much, but it's nice to have everything condensed like that for when I need it. Get some more fishies too. Hooray! Okay. We are finally making some progress here. Oh, beetles. I need the beetles. Build. I need a bridge. Another bridge, because I got to get up here too. Okay, good. And this does something, I think. I'm not sure what, but I think it does something, like an electric charge. Something like that. Oop. Ooh, free steel. There we go. Cactus fruit. Nice. Let's get heal. And then I need to make more bridges up there. Not by land. Because I want whatever's in this chest. But I think I need to make a key for that too. So, key. I should probably start making some more gold too. I had put that off for quite a while, but now that I can make infinite, let us make infinite. And we'll put it there. Excellent. We are finally making some progress in this game. It took a long time, but we got here. Let's go for some more energy here, because I have been low on that. And then I think the thing that was keeping my pickaxe down was the beetle requirements. And I see one more up there. There we go. Oops. Did I need 5? I think I needed 5. And I'm pretty sure I only have 4, so I gotta make some more jars too. Slime gloves, golden gloves. Oh, well, that's not even too bad, to be honest. Key, coin... Golden pickaxe, that's what I was looking for. I'll grab some of these too, because I do need them for stuff. Crap, took damage. That's okay. I have more than 1 health. I am fine. I should probably get that star bit now too, especially since I have a place for it. Let's maybe build some more bridges. Here we go. All right. What do we have here? Nothing particularly important. That's okay. Right now, what I kind of need to work on is upgrading equipment, which is obvious. And I need to start finding ways to get more gold. And I also need to upgrade these. I need more chests. I have so much junk that I need to accumulate. There we go. Because I only have 845 right now, but somehow I need to find a way to get lots and lots more gold. And I think killing things is the fastest way. Which means I could, I think technically, use my necro rod to start summoning things. Like even these great skulls are worth a good amount each. But if I remember, what I can do is summon them onto a small island they can't escape from and let ballistas take them out. And that usually works pretty well, I think. That worked too. Okay. I should probably look into a better wallet as well. Which is just 7 more glass. Okay. Yay! Glass, 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 glass. I do not have a lot of glass. Let's start digging. I'll go use this ferry too. There we go. I should probably start... Oh, right. I can get the ballista now. Good, good, good. And bow shoot triple arrows. That will also be helpful. What's this? Looting. That's not bad. 50% extra loot? Heck yeah. I think I'm going to have a look at the skills for a second though. Because I think somewhere down by fishing there should be another one.
Ooh.
Hello there. Are you? 50% extra ooh. Oh, hi Grim. Welcome back. How you doing? Thank you for joining as always. A lurking lizard indeed.
Lizard.
Don't need the farming structure.
Lizard.
How are you doing today, Grim? I saw you made yourself a little Discord. I joined that. Not a little Discord. I saw you made a Discord. Oh, did you get your webcam ordered, by the way? I think you said you did that last night, or you were planning on doing it last night? I have forgotten which specifically. If it was the plan or it was actually done. Whoa. Why were you up so early? That's nuts. I mean, it's not nuts. Lots of people get up that early, but that feels extremely early. Especially with the late nights you usually have. That's a good idea. I've seen a lot of people get those like auto-focusing cameras, but I always wonder about them because you never know when they'll decide to auto-focus on something else and then they're really hard to refocus. Speaking of cameras, have you ever seen, oh, what's it called? There's this company that I see on YouTube sometimes that make little videos for their product. Husband had to actually go into the office today, so I had to get up and coffee ready for him. That's fair. That is very fair. But I've seen these cute little robots that they can make. That they're little autonomous robots that have a camera in them and a speaker and they're Wi-Fi, so you're able to like follow someone around the house or interact with them through the internet. And it's just this really cute little Star Wars style robot. Yeah, those are cute. They're pretty sturdy too. I've seen them get kicked down a bunch of stairs in the videos. They are surprisingly expensive, but they are pretty adorable. I don't know where you could reasonably have one or where you would use it, but it is neat. Actually, I think kind of a cool thing you could do is set up like a mini city with Lego or something, and then have those things driving around on the roads to explore it like it's a full-size city instead. That could be interesting. Oh, right, I gotta go make a new key, I remember seeing that was used in a lot of really old technology for before we could do computer simulations and stuff. That'd be fun, but that's also like $300 a pop, depending. I would. I'm just saying, but no, the old technology used to take advantage of that an awful lot. So I remember seeing Tom Scott. I've forgotten what his actual name is. He's done things like he's gone to. Oh, that's nice. He's gone to old tank training facilities, for example, and the tanks were a little camera on a roller that would go on a 3D model set that they made. So you're driving over top of it, and the tank like rumbles as you're driving to simulate the terrain you're going over. Or to simulate bridges and the effects of what could happen if there was a flood or a bridge failure. They'd actually just make enormous model sets, and then they would simulate with actual water what would happen if dams broke, or the effect on the ecosystem from building it in a certain place. Technology is really cool, and especially in the realm of making miniatures like that. It's very impressive to me. I really miss his videos. He didn't take a day off in the longest time. Like, just forever. I was glad he got to finally just, like, take a break. I think it had been a year since he... Or not a year, like 10 years without missing a single upload. And then in his final video, he's like, I always wanted to get carried away in a harness by a helicopter, but we could never figure out how to make it work with a video. But this is my last video, and I no longer care. So we're just gonna do it anyway. And then you just see him getting airlifted by a cow harness, basically. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw that one too. It's nice when you guys recognize the random things that I talk about. Because I realize I go on some weird tangents. I spend a lot of time on the internet. And before I started streaming, that was basically all I did. And now it feels like all I do is stream, which is fun for me. It does feel weird that, like, I have dreams about streaming and you guys are watching me while I'm asleep, which is somewhat creepy. But I wake up like, I'm sorry, you'll have to wait until tomorrow for the rest of the stream. I'm tired. Go away. And I'll wake up actually having said that, just in case I'm right. That's the weirdest thing, is when I have these dreams, or these kind of lucid dreams, I wake up knowing it's absurd, and yet just in case I actually speak out loud as if somebody's watching or listening. It is the strangest thing, but it's the only way I can calm my mind down enough to actually get back to sleep. So that's been an interesting thing going on lately. Any plans for the day, Grim? Doing anything fun and exciting? Gonna take a nap later, hopefully? I certainly would want to. I know Conop's doing work for most of the day. He's busting his butt to make that bread. Also, did I end up missing all of those games yesterday, or did you just not stream them? Because I saw on the server activity you played all 3 of the ones you told me about, but I don't know if they were on stream or not. Like the dog walking and the perfect... Nice, nice. Any plans for what you're going to stream today? I am out of bottles again. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, is Streamlabs broadcasting software that you use? Because I just use OBS, which is very sturdy for me. Oh, cool. Okay, okay. I have thankfully never had an issue with OBS. At least not yet. Gotcha. The biggest issue I run into with games is, I've told you before, I use this chat overlay for my screen because I only have the one. And sometimes they just decide not to work for me. Like the game isn't windowed full screen, so I have to actually play in windowed mode, and that sucks. Are you trying to destroy my... Get out of here. Don't try and destroy my mining thingy, you butts. I do. Usually just by playing in windowed mode, and then I keep the chat open from the tab itself. The stream manager tab. It ends up working. It ain't great, but it works. Okay. I don't know about Maneater. What's that about?
That's what she said.
I hear that is what she said indeed. Ooh, ballista's big. Because Dredge I have heard of, I've seen that, or seen bits and pieces of it. But Maneater is new to me. Oh, that's interesting. Is it the kind where the shark grows the more you eat, and it's like a little 2D platformer thingy? Like a Katamari style game? I would love to get Katamari at some point. That looks like such a fun game. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, maybe I did see the Grumps play that at some point. I feel like that sounds familiar. And Dredge just looks horrifying to me. It looks fun, but it looks horrifying. I think it is one of those things that I could stick around to watch you play, though. It is not too horrifying that it would make me not want to function. Okay. I don't know if you responded or not, because I've been busy streaming for a little over an hour now. But did you see that question I asked in the Discord about potentially having like interim goals for rage games? Because I don't know how I would deal with rage games. I think I played Getting Over It for about an hour, and then after my first 2 or 3 major falls, I was just like, I get the point, this is good enough, and then uninstalled it. I don't know how I would function actually trying to make progress in the game. I don't know if that'd be interesting or not to you to see. Okay. No, I'm just thinking I can keep it as... because there are a couple, but I know the goals that I set for average viewership are kind of high, especially starting out. And I like small, achievable goals. Makes it feel like things are always happening rather than getting stalled out. So if I can have, say, a halfway goal for a rage game, or even for X amount of hours of rage game, that would probably be a little bit more functional for me. That's fair. That's fair. Well, that's why I asked, right? I'm looking for opinions on whether you guys would be interested or not. And I ask that because if you're not interested, I will not do it. There was that fellow the other day that came in and he was like, I was looking for a streamer that actually carries through on what he says, and you seem like you do that. I sure try to. That's the thing, is I don't know if I would yell and scream during them. Like, I'm not sure how I would approach that kind of frustration. So I thought it might be interesting for you to see if I actually get frustrated or not, because I have no idea. Could be. I'm not really sure. I don't want people to come and think they'll just get me screaming like crazy if that's not who I am as a person. But Conop is right. When I get scared, it's not usually ah, it's oh, what are you doing? No, get away, get away, get away. You know? That's true too. That's true too. It is not ooh. It's It's different. It's pronounced with G's and H's. At least that's what I'm saying. Close enough. Yeah, so I don't know. I suppose we could try one and just see how it goes. Purely because I'm curious too. Like, I think you've recognized I am not an excessively aggressive fellow. I don't know that I would ever get upset enough to yell, but I might be like, okay, I've had enough of this for today. We're gonna go do something else. Go ahead, mentally summon her. Ping her in the Discord. Be like, poke, 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 poke. Oh, you know what that reminded me of? I mean, probably heavy breathing. Frustration breathing. At some point, I may break into the LeMays just to calm myself. Just... Big sighs indeed. Or more like, since big breaths also spawn the coughing fits, I'll be frustrated, take a big breath, and then cough for a while and shake my head in shame. You won't be able to see it, but I will absolutely tell you that I'm shaking my head in shame. But just talking about pinging people in Discord reminds me of back when I was still doing fan subbing, back when fan subbing was still a major thing. The common server that we all used to use, or the common program, was MIRC. I'm not sure why that was the common fan subbing program, but it was. And there used to be an option on there to poke someone. And if you did that, they just get a little audio clip playing saying, "Hey you, wake up." And I didn't use it often or get it used on me all that often, but it was there. And it is a memory that has been dragged from the depths. Interestingly, I used the same username of Hero Valios back when I was fan subbing. So if you're ever watching older anime and you see that in the credits, guess who worked on the episode? One day I want to surprise my nephew. I'll show him, like, iShield 21. And I'll be like, "Hey, look! Who's that?" Of course, I haven't even told him that I've started streaming yet, so... I'm hoping one day I can be like, "Oh yeah, didn't you know? Your uncle is a big-time streamer now." "Yeah, no, I didn't tell you? What are you talking about?" And then I can be a cool guy in his eyes. Just spring the surprise on him. Like, "Wait, what? I watch you. Really? Wow, that's cool." I think that would be a fun moment to have. Not intentionally hiding it, but also not intentionally saying it until there is a point to do so. I think it'd be fun. Didn't I have something else I could make here too? I thought I did. It must have been in the loom. Let's check that out. Industrial sewing station. There we go. Oh, I need fibers. Okay. There we go. And I think... Could I make another pickaxe already? I think that was a thing. Nope. I need one more steel and 2 more great skulls. But I think I can probably just go get those from inside the labyrinth again. Okie dokie. Can I go back in? Yes, I can. Good. I need some big old skelly boys. That was not the way to go for them. I'm not sure why I'm glowing like that. Maybe that's the healing aura? Could be. I don't know. Not that way. I'm finally starting to get gold more reliably too, which is nice. Because that means the more gold we get, the more islands we can actually unlock, and the more we can progress the game. And I am looking forward to that. I don't think I've actually put in any thought as to what I want to do after Forager, though. Was it the... I don't think it was the Stanley Parable I was thinking of. I'll have to check the upcoming games list. I know there are some on there. And I have specific ideas as to what I want to replace things with. Like, for example, when the Case of the Golden Idol is done, King's Quest is going to go back into its spot. And when King's Quest is done, I want to go back to Deponia. Or I guess start Deponia for you guys. Because I've never beaten that. A long time ago I watched a full playthrough of it. But I do that when I'm like atrociously sick. I'll put a long playthrough on with no commentary. And I'll just watch for... until I feel better or until the series is done. And it doesn't matter if I'm asleep or awake in the process. That's actually how I ended up watching the Zelda handheld games, like Spirit Tracks. So I guess the DS games, like Spirit Tracks and... what was the other one? The Phantom Hourglass, that's what it was. And frankly, I'm glad I watched those as opposed to playing them, because all of that constant backtracking probably would have killed me. I'd have given up so quickly. Of course, I don't remember a lot of it, because again, I watched it while I was sick, so I was very much unconscious for most of the time. I think that particular weekend when I watched Phantom Hourglass, I was sick with COVID for the first time. Actually, the only time I've gotten COVID so far. And that was a super interesting experience for me because I didn't feel particularly awful, but I lost my sense of taste completely for like 3 days. And let me tell you, losing my sense of taste was awful. It was so depressing not being able to taste food. Like I got so fed up with it that I actually started just eating or not a raw potato, but a baked potato with nothing on it and a cup of coffee. Because I was like, what's the point of making nice food if I can't do anything with it? Oh, I didn't want that. Like, if I couldn't taste it, there wasn't much point, you know? And then at that point, all food is texture. So it's like, what's the point of this? The only reason I even realized that I was sick with COVID is because I had this craving for like really strong flavored food. I made a bowl of like nachos with, what was it? It was a bowl of nachos with some really strong salsa and salsa cheese, like the nacho cheese on it. And I realized about halfway through, I was like, I'm not enjoying this. Why doesn't this taste right? Why doesn't this feel right? And then it dawned on me, oh, I can't taste anything. It's not a super fun realization to have. Thankfully, I only lost my taste for like 3 days, I think. And then it was back to normal. But definitely an odd experience. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Buy land. Oh, I can get that one now. What's with the old man? What's with the old man? Ooh, I can update my bow. Woohoo! Yeah, I'll make that. And steel. I need one more steel for the pickaxe. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, so I was saying I have ideas for what I want to replace certain things with. Like there is Deponia that's going to replace King's Quest, and once Raft is done, I'll have Satisfactory fill that spot. I think it was Conop, you were the one that said you wanted to see me play Satisfactory, right? It was either you or Whale. No, it might have been Jacob, actually. Yeah, because it was one of those times where Jacob very rarely showed up, and he was like, yeah, I would watch you play that. So we're going to do that for him once we're done with Raft. Also, just so you guys know, it seems like there is a good chance that I'll be playing Raft as a multiplayer as well with this other guy called Sailing Bandito on Twitch. Probably either on Wednesday or Thursday we'll do a multiplayer version of it. I'll still be running the solo version on Saturday to update. Welcome back, Grim. Thank you for coming back. But yeah, aside from the solo, which will be updated to YouTube, it sounds like I'll probably be doing multiplayer with sailing maybe once or twice a week on Raft, which would be pretty cool. I've never gotten to play it with other people, and that'll be nice. Yeah! I'm looking forward to that. And at some point, Grim wants to play more Peak, as well as Ale and Tavern, I believe is another one she wants to try. I'm going to try and learn that one a little bit myself, though, before we get into multiplayer with it. Because I don't like feeling like a burden or like I don't know what's going on or having a plan. That feels a lot less fun to me when I don't have a goal that I'm working towards for people to watch. Being strung along like that is kind of like, I don't know if this is fun. And I know I said I'd get back into Final Fantasy XIV yesterday, but I ended up not doing that for whatever reason. Actually, what reason did I have for not doing that? I got caught up in something and I don't remember what. It may have been that I went to play some Helldivers for a little bit, and every once in a while the game is so poorly coded or so poorly optimized that it just doesn't start up. Like, I get a black screen forever. So I had to try and fix that, and I think by the time I was done, I didn't have patience for anything else. I didn't want to set things up. I just wanted to get on and play some games with friends, and then I stopped playing. I got off for the night. Went to sleep. I have to get to that old man. So it looks like we're about an hour and a half into Forager. I'll probably be playing for another 20 minutes or so. I think that's right. And then after that, it is break time. And after that, we'll be back for more Case of the Golden Idol. Because it is driving me absolutely mad that I haven't been able to figure out that puzzle yet. Like, it is truly infuriating that I wasn't able to figure that out last time. I was, however, thankful that I managed to get through 2 puzzles. Like, 2 of those scenarios. I thought I had only gotten through 1 as I was writing my YouTube description, and then I was like, wait, no, I got through a second. There was that whole lighthouse one that I figured out pretty quick. So I didn't feel as bad putting it up like that. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. You gave me poop, you gross old man. Yeah, okay, well, if I find a golden egg, I'll let you know. 457. I should try and get that done too. Plastic wall, sushi, wisdom drought. I think I can sell some things. Sell some berries. Cactus fruit. Oh, I can put those away too. Bones. Slime gloves. You know, I have this one game. I've only beaten it once. It's for the PS2. And it's It's a Harvest Moon game, but it was kind of an unusual one because you don't play a farmer where you can like marry and have kids and things. Uh, you're a robot on an island and you're interacting with people. So at the end of the day, you get like human points, and your whole goal is to save the island before it blows up, but you don't know that it's going to blow up. Nobody seems to. It was pretty unusual, but interesting. The PS2 era had a lot of really weird little games like that. Excuse me. Don't let me forget too. I mean, I'll probably remember, but I do need to, tomorrow, schedule a taxi for my ride to my appointment. It is not something I get to take very often, but because they put me through the ringer at evaluations, I'm not healthy enough to drive myself home. And it's on the other end of the city, so it's going to take me like forever to get someone to drive me up there and back otherwise. And I don't want to do that to family or friends. Like, hey, I have an appointment. Can you take the day off of work to drive me there? Like, no. That's not something I want to do. I am not comfortable imposing on people like that. Just to make sure it's there on time, really. I could just call for a taxi, but really if I say something like, hey, I need a taxi at this time, and I'm scheduling it a day ahead, then they can arrange to have someone there right when I need to leave. It's not a matter of them being able to take the long route or getting caught in traffic or there not being some available. It's like, no, you knew this is here. Yeah, I need to schedule. I need to make the call tomorrow. The actual appointment is sometime Thursday. I just need to not forget to do that. Now that I've said it, I probably won't, but it never hurts to have a second pair of eyes and brains on it. It's the same reason that I ask you guys to remind me to raid at the end of every stream, because I have forgotten like 4 streams in a row to raid without you mentioning it to me. You have been tremendously helpful in reminding me, and I appreciate that greatly. I am kind of sad that I have to break my streak again for another appointment, though. Like, I had to do it last week. Was it last week with the optometrist? I've been doing so good about streaming exactly when I plan to, and like every day. I thought I'd been doing super well with it. Honestly, I probably should schedule some days off too, but I figure for now it's more fun to just try and get streaming in every day. I would really like to start getting up to that 5 average viewer count before I start taking days off. Because I think that's a good, like, first goal, a stepping stone goal of 5 viewers. It's just hard to get, and I stand a better chance if I'm streaming every single day. Hard work is not always rewarded, but I like to think hard work has a big part to play in it. Or what was it? not all hard workers are successful people, but all successful people are hard workers. I think that was the phrase that I've heard before. And that seems about right to me. Okay, well, maybe not, but I like to think it's true. That's fair. That's fair. That is definitely an exception to the rule for what I just said. But I like to imagine that successful people are hard workers. I'll put it that way. If I get too caught up in thinking about Nepo babies, I would never have drive to do anything at all. Because if I think that way, what's the point of working hard, right? Can I buy... Oh yeah, I can do another skill level. What are we gonna do? Jewelry? I think amulets actually would be a good idea. Let's do that one. Market, sell more items, restock time reduced. That's pretty good too. Now, let's go see about these amulets, because I think they had a good function. Slime amulet, there it is. 25% more resources. Yes, that's helpful. Make that right now. Damages the fools that step on it. You fools! You've fallen for the classic blunder. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch today. Or what I'm going to eat during my break. No, yes I do. I forgot when I went out yesterday, I got sandwich stuff. So I shall make a sandwich. I also learned that those deli meat slicers have specific sizes. It's not just a slider you can adjust willy-nilly. It is going to be, what was it? Maple, I think it was maple turkey breast with jalapeno Monterey Jack and romaine lettuce on... What was the bread? I think I got ancient grains bread. Might have been flax and quinoa. I wanted to get just regular buns, but regular buns don't last very long. They tend to dry out and expire long before the week that I need the bread for. And that just feels like a waste. I don't have time or energy to go get more of them. Golden amulet. Woohoo! I've heard that works too. But defrosting it is kind of a pain for me. Especially when it's buns. When it's buns, I have a hard time with that. That's true. That's true. It doesn't go bad, and you don't have to cram in all the buns that you don't want to go bad. I tell you what I've thought of doing a couple of times is I'd like to figure out how to make garlic butter, and then I want to pre-prep garlic butter buns. And then I could just make like garlic toast with that I freeze and thaw that out for meals instead. I do have to get a new toaster though, which is an issue. The only one that I have is one that my mom got me from like Goodwill years and years and years ago when I first started living on my own, and it's not a very good toaster. There's a couple of things that I want to get for appliances, including like a toaster oven I think would be nice, and an active fry or an air fryer. I just have to find the right kind for that. I'd also like a nice blender too. I only have the cheap ones from like the local no-name grocery store brands. And they're fine for small things, but they are not very good. They are definitely not very good. And I would like something more reliable. Oh, what's this one? There's another special thingy on this island, a little puzzle. And I don't remember what. There is secret where flower don't live. Okay. So I must just have to dig that up. And I should probably make a key as well, because I will need that. But I think it's just right up here. There we go. Ooh, did I get a Shovel Knight outfit? I think I did. How do I change my outfit? The feats. Destroyer, Expansionist, Angler, Hoarder, Big Hoarder. Here we go. How do I do that? I want to change my skin. Config. I'll have to figure that out, because I do want the Shovel Knight skin on. Ooh. AoE damage to skeletons. That will be helpful. Oh wow, that's a lot more fish. That's huge. We are indeed actually making progress now, and that's really nice. What else? Can we update this at all? Oh, I just need more steel. So let's make like 20 of these. Make 30. There we go. That should do. I gotta figure out what I need for the next tier of pickaxe too. I must keep progressing. Crystal axe. Bottled butterflies. Oh, I think that's in the snow area. Okay. Still a little bit expensive then. Anything else I can make before ending out the day? Nightshades. I can probably do a shovel upgrade. I think there are nightshades just over here. Not many of them, but a couple. Got 2. I have 4. There's one more down there. So we'll just go get that. Good. Don't need that. Oh, right, a bottle of water. A little bottle of water. I don't know if you've seen that meme. It's a video of different people, or people with various accents saying a little bottle of water. And right towards the end of it, they've got a British person that says a little bottle of water, and then immediately after they follow it up with some World of Warcraft creature, and he goes just to make fun of her, I think, which was rather funny when put in context. But the funnier thing was I saw that video on Jimmy Hears You Laugh You Leave. So I just remember Bryce busting out uncontrollably like, no, that's not fair, it's a Nurgle, or whatever it was. Can we strike that? No, we can't strike that. No! I think accents are a fun form of humor because we're not actually making fun of someone for it. We're just talking about the differences in our speech patterns. And that's entertaining for me. Different speech patterns are cool. Particularly, there's this one guy, he's a Jamaican fellow, and I learned a recipe for him that I would like to try at some point, but it's basically for Jamaican-style jawbreakers. And the way he speaks is so clear and smooth and with such an awesome accent that he's like, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a traditional Jamaican candy called busmija. And I'm like, whoa, busmija, that's cool. I want to make that. I don't think I'll ever actually make candy though. You have to be so particular with the temperature of things, and it's I just haven't even found a good candy thermometer for temperatures. Unfortunately enough. Hooray for the water shovel! Anything else? Nomad shovel? Nope, I need lavender for that. Okay, well, that covers 2 hours of Forager. So I'm going to cut the stream here and take a break. And then in about an hour, I will be back with Case of the Golden Idol. And I will prepare some paper and a pencil. Excuse me. And we'll try and actually get through that last puzzle. Or I guess the one that we're working on still. Yes, raid time. Thank you. Good call. I'm going to save this right now. Exit to main menu. And then let's look for somebody to send you off to for some extra points. Who is on? Anybody I know? Nobody is on.
So easily, you're flabbergasted.
Okay, so we shall do the regular raid here. Do you have any suggestions for who to raid, Connor? Anybody you've been like, yeah, we could go see this person? Otherwise, I'm just going to pick a random person here again. Nobody's online? Alright, fair enough. Random it is. How about I send you to this person who is playing Peak? Let me see if she's not annoying first. Hold on.
Please don't say you're dead. Please. Hold you don't say you're dead.
Do you have a med kit? Somehow?
I don't have a magic team.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Shit.
Start raid.
I don't know where you are. This is the thing. Oh wait, I see where you are.
Exact same place.
Okie dokie. I will see you guys in a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay, you can make it because you can. If you jump here.
Wait,
look.
I have the balloon.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whoa!
That's the best thing.
That did absolutely nothing.
Fine.
No! No! I'm dead.
And I have to stop my stream too. I forgot about that.